So today is a really special day for me. Today, this date, January 21st, is actually my 7 years self-harm free. 7 years. I was exactly where you are 7 years ago. And I couldn't even rack up 24 hours. It was an addiction that took over so much of me. I didn't know how to live without it. And here I am 7 years later. And I found a way to live without it. And that's so amazing. And TK helped me find that. Find my life without self-harm. Find my life without my eating disorder. Helped me talk about my suicidal thoughts and got me to a place where I didn't want to die anymore. And there was a time that I felt like I wasn't going to see 20 years old. I didn't think I would get there. I didn't care enough. I really and truly wanted to die. Not that my life was bad, actually, like the opposite. I had everything. My parents gave me what they could. I had a good upbringing. I went to great school systems. I got into a great college. It seemed like everything was going right, but inside it felt like everything was wrong. I felt like I was broken. Something was wrong with me. I didn't know how to express how I was feeling. And if I did, I kind of felt like it wasn't taken seriously because I always had a smile on my face. I hid everything that was going inside. I had all those feelings that I'm not good enough. I'm too fat. I'm unworthy. No one loves me. I hid all that. I was the, outgoing girl with straight A's. Did everything right. The good girl. And it got to the point that I just couldn't do it anymore. I was exhausted. Living that life was excruciating. It's really I was living two lives. Two totally separate lives. And when things finally bottomed out, it shocked everyone. And I was confused as to why they were shocked. Like, my life has been spinning downhill for over a year. Maybe part of me was mad. Like, you didn't even notice. But I didn't say anything. No one knew that inside I just wanted a way out. That's all I wanted. Self-harm gave me that. Binging and purging gave me that. Losing weight gave me that. Those are the things that started to matter in my life. More than people. And that's a scary thought now. That I would choose my disorders over those that I loved. The gym meant more than hanging out with friends. Hanging out with friends might have involved getting something to eat. I couldn't do that. I wasn't allowed the calories. I felt too awful to go out. I just isolated. I pushed people away. That's hard thinking back on too. That I hurt some people. And deep down, that's something I can't take back. I wish I could. But TK really helped me. It took a long time. And my journey wasn't done after TK. I think one of the most important things that someone told me at TK before I left was we expect things to get worse once you discharge. And that made no sense to me. What? I'm here to get better. And you're telling me I'm going to get worse? But that was probably the best advice anyone could have given me. Because it did get worse. It was hard. I'm going from 24-hour level of care to, care maybe 5 or 6 hours a day. It's a big change. And what I can say is it did get better. And that's the important piece. It may have to get worse before it gets better. And it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a week. It didn't happen in a month. It was months and years. I bounced in and out of treatment. I've had my downfalls. I'm not gonna lie. Some days now are still freaking hard. Some days I don't want to get out of bed. Some days I don't want to eat. Some days I have urges to self-harm. I'm grateful that those days are less. And I can override them. But doesn't mean that it's not hard. It's still hard. And I think that's okay. It's learning how to deal with it. Okay, maybe these thoughts never really go away. They get quieter for sure. But I can't sit here and say, all the thoughts are gone. I'm always happy-go-lucky. No one is. Everyone has some, disordered thoughts. It's about what you do with them. I choose to get out of bed. I choose to eat. Some days I don't make the right choices. And I have to go back to doing the next right thing. That's okay too. Awareness is the biggest thing in recovery. It's a long road, and I didn't take the same road that everyone else did, or that it felt like everyone else did. I didn't graduate college in 4 years. And at the time, that felt like the end of the world. But looking back on that now, it didn't really matter. I was more important. If I didn't get help when I did, I wouldn't have made it to the point of graduating college. And now, life isn't great, but life is pretty good. I found a job that I really like. I work as a peer specialist for the Massachusetts Department of Mental Health. And that's been amazing, to be able to give back, to give people what I got when I was in treatment. To be like, to just walk with someone on their journey is such an honor. Such an honor. The people who walked with me through mine will always hold such a special place in my heart. And now to be able to be that for someone else is huge. Being here today is huge. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for TK. It's just a lot of miracles have happened in my life. I have so much to be thankful for. And before I started fighting for recovery, I thought I had nothing to be grateful for. Nothing. I'm here. I'm alive. It's 2019. 26. That's a miracle. That's something to be grateful for. And all I can do is take it one day at a time. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen a year from now. Maybe that's okay. It's one day at a time. And I'll keep taking that one day at a time and have faith that things will fall into place, and I'll be able to find happiness wherever my road may lead. And I truly hope others can find happiness too.